Dubbed the A-10 Warthog for its ferocious appearance and often painted with teeth on the nose tip, the A-10 Thunderbolt II is a low-altitude air support aircraft of the United States Air Force. The A-10 is perhaps most famous for its formidable nose-mounted 30mm Gu-8 Avenger Gatling gun and has been a workhorse of the U.S. Army for decades. The upgraded A-10 Warthog shocked Russia and China. The A-10 Warthog can fly with one engine, one elevator, half the tail and half the wings missing. This plane simply cannot be shot down. In service since 1976, the Warthog has enjoyed a stellar career spanning nearly 50 years, and thanks to a long series of upgrades, it won't be retiring anytime soon, at least not until the 2040s. And with good reason too. No other aircraft in U.S. service can provide offensive support better than the Warthog. The only U.S. fighter aircraft in history built from the ground up to provide close air support to troops on the ground, the Warthog has saved more lives than almost any other aircraft and is the reason why many veterans can smell their flowers today. Now, when Ukraine needs air support to repel the Russian invasion, the A-10 Warthog appears to have come to the rescue once again, as it has done time and time again after winning a battle. The development story is quite interesting. Let's look at what else makes it special. Development process. The United States entered the Vietnam War in 1965. At that time, their main ground attack aircraft was the Douglas A-1 Skyraider, but it was outdated. The Skyraider was slow, had weak firepower, and was vulnerable to ground fire, leading to the loss of 266 aircraft in Vietnam, mainly to small arms fire. The lack of modern strike capabilities became a problem, and the need for a new dedicated strike aircraft became urgent. Initial efforts to repurpose existing aircraft for ground attack missions, such as the F-4 Phantom, F-111 Aardvark, Northrop F-5, and the A-7D version of the LTV A-7 Corsair II, cannot fill this important gap. So, in 1966, a year after the United States entered the Vietnam War, the U.S. Air Force decided to develop a new specialized ground attack aircraft. This program spawned the AX aircraft, with program requests issued by the Air Force for interested companies to submit their proposals. Out of 6 proposals, Northrop and Fairchild Republic were chosen to build the prototype. The 2 prototypes were Northrop's YA-9A and Fairchild Republic's YA-10A. A flight competition between the 2 prototypes then took place, and the YA-10A completely dominated, meeting and exceeding the requirements. As a result, the YA-10A was selected as the winner of the AX program, and its production version became the A-10 Thunderbolt II, known by the nickname A Warthog. The aircraft became a close and reliable air support tool for the U.S. military and its allies. To this day, the A-10 continues to serve, upgraded to adapt to the ever-changing battlefield, from a primitive attack aircraft of the 1970s to a modern and intelligent attack aircraft of the 2000s. The first flight of the Buster took place in May 1972, and a total of 716 aircraft were produced. Its first testing began in 1974, and the aircraft was pushed to its limits in a variety of flight configurations. It has been tested at altitudes from 25,000 feet to as low as 100 feet, and at speeds from less than 155 miles per hour to nearly 480 miles per hour, and with standing forces of up to 5 gs. Upgrade. The first A-10 ended production in 1984, originally manufactured by Fairchild. Since 1987, Northrop Grumman has been the prime contractor for the A-10, responsible for support and structural upgrade programs from the AER structural and integrated systems components at Bethpage, New York and St. Augustine, Florida. The A-10 Warthog has received many upgrades over the years. In 1978, the aircraft was equipped with a PAVE penny laser sensor pod to pick up reflected laser radiation. However, this has now been replaced by more advanced targeting pods. Since 1980, the A-10 began to receive an inertial navigation system. Later, altitude safety and targeting upgrades were added, including a computerized weapons sight, autopilot, and ground collision warning system. Before the millennium, the A-10 began to receive a GPS navigation system and a new multifunction display. In 2005, the entire fleet began receiving precision engagement upgrades, including an improved fire control system, electronic countermeasures, cockpit displays of bomb delivery capabilities, smart map displays, and digital store management systems. One of the main features of the A-10 is the GEU-8/A Avenger 7-barrel Gatling gun. Initially, this gun was designed to fire more than 4,200 rounds per minute, but was later reduced to 3,900 rounds per minute. Each 30mm round from the GEU-8 is larger than a typical beer bottle and requires 2 hydraulic motors to rotate the barrels. The gun was mounted off-center, slightly offset to the port side of the hull, and the gun barrel was placed at the 9 o'clock position when viewed from the front of the aircraft. In terms of weapons, the A-10 can carry up to 10 AGM-65 Maverick air-to-ground missiles, using a variety of guidance systems. In addition, the A-10 is capable of carrying the AIM-9 Sidewinder air-to-air missile, along with a variety of other bombs and munitions, including laser-guided bombs and electronic countermeasures. The A-10 is designed to survive in combat with dual redundant hydraulic systems and a cockpit protected by titanium armor. The cockpit has a bulletproof dome, providing comprehensive visibility for the pilot, along with modern guidance and weapon sighting systems. The aircraft is also equipped with 2 General Electric TF-34GE100 turbofan engines, providing 9,065 pounds of thrust each. The Precision Engagement Upgrade Program from 2006 to 2010 updated the entire A-10 and OA-10 fleet to the USAF A-10C standard. The wing replacement project for part of the A-10C fleet, begun in 2007, was completed on July 25, 2019. This project provides 173 new wing sets, expected to last up to 10,000 flight hours without the need for a depot inspection, allowing the aircraft to operate until 2030 or beyond. During its career, the A-10 participated in many important military operations, including Operation Desert Storm, Operation Southern Watch, Operation Allied Force Protection, and many more. With continued upgrades and experience gained on the battlefield, the A-10 will continue to be an effective close air support tool for the USAF into the future. The A-10 is equipped with a powerful set of attack tools, allowing it to drill holes in metal much faster than conventional drills. This aircraft's defensive armor system provides it with incredible durability, helping it survive many fierce attacks. In addition, the intelligent avionics system helps the A-10 become sophisticated, like a modern Tesla car. The A-10 is designed around the main weapon, the 30mm GEU-8 Avenger automatic cannon, part of the AX program. With a rate of fire of up to 3,900 uranium armor-piercing rounds per minute and high accuracy, the GEU-8 is capable of destroying an enemy squad in just a few minutes. In addition to the main gun, the A-10 is also equipped with AGM-65 Maverick air-to-ground missiles, allowing it to attack targets at longer distances, minimizing risks from enemy air defense systems. The aircraft was also upgraded to use many new weapons such as cluster bombs, GPS and laser-guided Hydra 70 missiles, GBU-39 bombs, and Sidewinder air-to-air missiles. The A-10 also has impressive defensive capabilities. About 6% of the aircraft is covered with heavy armor, allowing it to withstand direct attacks from armor-piercing artillery shells. Dual redundant flight systems and a backup mechanical system ensure that the aircraft can still fly even if it loses one engine, one elevator, half the tail, and half the wings. Inside the cockpit, the pilot and flight control system components are protected by a layer of titanium armor, known as the bath, capable of withstanding attacks from 23mm artillery fire and other fragments from 57mm artillery shells. The windshield and canopy were also designed to be fireproof and withstand small arms fire, protecting pilots during ground attacks. The A-10's fuel system is also thoroughly protected, with 4 fuel tanks located near the center of the aircraft and separate from the fuselage. This helps minimize the risk from minor attacks, ensuring that the A-10 can continue to perform its mission safely and effectively. A key part of the survival comes from its advanced fuel protection system. Mesh polyurethane foam pipes are located on both the inside and outside of the fuel tank, helping to trap debris and limit fuel spillage in the event of tank damage. Additionally, all of the A-10's engines are protected by firewalls and fire suppression equipment, which protect the rest of the airframe. In the worst-case scenario where all 4 main tanks fail, the A-10 still has 2 self-sealing tanks, enough fuel for a flight of about 230 miles, allowing the aircraft to return safely to base. Automated systems and intelligent avionics help the A-10 detect threats much earlier than an enemy can detect them, making the aircraft nearly impossible to shoot down. The A-10 is equipped with a range of modern avionics equipment, providing information about the battlefield in real time. Including a remotely controlled video, missile warning system, the ALQ-184 ECM pod works with a missile warning system to detect and respond to missile launches. The aircraft also has a PAVE penny laser receiver to receive reflected laser radiation from designators, allowing the use of laser-guided munitions. Inertial navigation systems, weapon sighting computers, and collision warning systems also contribute to the A-10's strong combat capabilities. With modern weapon systems and equipment, the A-10 can perform missions effectively without being bothered by threats from the enemy. A-10 to Ukraine. Currently, many people propose sending A-10 aircraft to Ukraine to help repel Russian attacks. Ukraine continues to ask NATO to provide attack aircraft, and the US is one of the key partners. The A-10 is the best attack aircraft available. There is little argument about this when it comes to Ukraine's needs. The US military seems willing to share, even though it has never shared the A-10 with any other country before. When asked whether the United States could provide A-10 aircraft to Ukraine, Secretary of the Air Force Frank Kendall stated that the United States is willing to discuss with Ukraine its requirements and how to respond. Whether the A-10 will be sent to Ukraine or not, the world will have to wait and see. The only thing we can be sure of is that the A-10 Warthog is one of the US military's most formidable attack aircraft, famous for its ability to destroy tanks. With more Russian tanks operating in Ukraine, the A-10 will become an invaluable asset to Ukrainian rescue forces, protecting the lives of Ukrainians just like it has protected Americans for more than 4 decades. The A-10 is not only an admirable aircraft but also a symbol of respect and pride. The future of the A-10 remains controversial. Can it continue to survive increasingly complex threats? Or will it be replaced by new weapon systems? What about your opinions? Do you think the A-10 Warthog should continue to be used and upgraded? Please leave your opinion in the comments section. If you think A-10 should continue to be used, please comment number 1. If you think A-10 should be removed, please comment number 2. If you feel this video is useful, please like and share the video to support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting content. Thank you for watching.